Today we're on a snapper Spearo camp, and I've got a group of guys, a couple from Auckland and one from Queenstown, and Garrett here, and we're gonna try and shoot some snapper. And you know, as you can see, the weather's not all that ideal, but we've come around, we sort of had a really good look at the forecast. It's blowing a strong nor'wester, so we've found a bit of coast, but the nor'wester's sort of coming over the hill, meaning we've got some really flat water. If you'd seen what we'd been in before, it was very, very rough. So we're out in the water, we've come around onto this flat bit of coast. And this bit here we're going to go and we're going to set up some ground baits, which is smashing up sea eggs over a bit of a drop off and see if we can't bring in some snapper. And I'm going to run these boys through how to get them. And it's pretty much just like hunting a deer or something like that. You can't show yourself, you've got to sneak over an edge, and hopefully the snapper are going to be feeding on the bait. So the boys are gearing up and getting ready to go. It's not very pleasant above water, but I can assure you underwater it'll be brilliant. The one thing you want for hunting snapper is a good carbon gun. And the reason you want a carbon gun is it's nice and light and it's very easy to hold underwater, and you can hold it right back like this as you sneak over a rock. An aluminium gun starts to drop like that, it's really heavy to hold up. So I've got a Wettie hybrid carbon 120 gun with a little reel, and that's my choice of gun, and I find it works perfectly on snapper. So you want a very short float line, and you can even have a float line and anchor it if you're burrowing. So you anchor your float line away from you, and it means you can sneak up and shoot the snapper or have a go at it with a gun without a float line attached to it, which holds you back sometimes. If your float gets caught on a rock, it drives you nuts. So nice light gun, nice light fast spear, perfect for getting big snapper. Now we've been burling all up and down this bit of coast. And is this your first snapper? Yeah, so Tadas here's got his very first snapper. So we just had a burley going just off this rock here, just off the front of it, and he could just sneak up and he could just watch it for ages. And there's the result. Fresh snapper for tea. So it was a case of putting the burley down, putting the sea eggs down, and the snapper coming in and feeding, but you have to do it on a spot that you can sneak up on. Well done. First snapper. Good stuff. Yoo-hoo! But it was just the case of just keep going back and keep feeding it. Yeah. Oh. The fish turning up.
Being patient more.
Yeah. First dive of the day on the Spearo camp. Results.
Awesome.
Well done. Yeah. It's a good size eating fish too. So, onward to the next spot. We might do scallops next, and then have another go for a snapper this evening as the sun's going down a bit, even though there's not much sun. The bigger fish move into the shallows as the evening comes on. They actually often just go and sit right up in the shallows at night, just sit there quietly, so right at the end of the day is the best time for spearing snapper. Key thing when you icky a fish, you can see the icky spot is there, down. Right, down like that, and it's not very nice to see, but you twist, make sure it's dead, and if his mouth stays open like that, it means the fish is dead. If the mouth closes, he's still alive.
scratch bag, and it's got pre-measured sizes for scollies and power. The power in here, so slot your power through, and scollies on this side. So just going to drop in right here and have a sniff around, see if there's any scollies. Hopefully get some dinner tonight.
So we're happy, chap, we got our first scallop.
Yep, it's amazing catch of one scallop. After half an hour of diving.
So you're going to enjoy your scallop.
Yep, I'm definitely having this one.
And you too, Garrett, you got your first scallop.
Yeah, mate, yep.
All the way from Queenstown for a scallop.
Yep, it's a long swim from there, I tell you.
The thing about finding scallops is they say they move. I'm not sure if they move or if they die off, but if you get onto a bed in an area like this, just keep swimming and keep looking up and down, up and down, up and down. We're free diving for them, we're not scubaing, so we can cover a large area and look for them. But don't give up if they're not in the spot where you got them before, because they could be another 10 metres away from where you last looked.
Well,
and often you'll come across them maybe 4 or 5 together. You'll find good patches like that.
I couldn't believe they moved, because I got one and it was moving in my hand.
Yeah.
Like it jammed my glove.
Yeah, they can move. But I think they die. They've only got a lifespan of about 4 or 5 years of scallops, so they do die off. Beds do die off, but the little spat sits in the sand, and you know, they grow quite quickly. So after a couple of years, I think 2 or 3 years, they're grown back to a legal size. Anyway, we're going to wander over and pick up Barry and stay close to him, because it's safer to stay close to your diver in case a boat comes whipping past.